F1 Academy is supposed to open the door, and for one champion, it did. Doriane Pin is now a Mercedes development driver while continuing to race in Europe. Abbi left the series as champion and became the first woman to win a race in GB3. But Maya Weug, the driver who finished second last season, recently revealed that, at the time of her statement, she had no race scheduled at all. 3 elite drivers, 3 completely different futures. So while 17 full-time drivers chase the 2026 F1 Academy title, maybe the biggest question is not who wins. Maybe it is, what happens after F1 Academy? First, we need to separate the promise from the hype. F1 Academy is a Formula 4 level championship. Its purpose is to give talented young female drivers more track time, professional support, global visibility, and a clearer opportunity to move up the motorsport ladder. It was never supposed to be a direct ticket into Formula 1, and once a driver becomes F1 Academy champion, she cannot return for another season. The system is designed to push its winner forward, but that creates an unavoidable test. Exposure is valuable, F1 team support is valuable, but a racing career survives on something far more ruthless: the next seat, the next sponsor, and the next competitive opportunity. That is where the outcomes begin to separate. Doriane Pin represents the strongest version of the F1 Academy pathway. After winning the 2025 championship, she stepped into a development driver role with the Mercedes Formula 1 team. That role includes simulator work, factory activities, and appearances with the team at selected Grand Prix weekends. She is also continuing to race in the European Le Mans series and contributing to Peugeot's hypercar program. This is not a Formula 1 race seat, but it is a serious professional pathway inside one of the most powerful organizations in motorsport. Pin is still racing, still developing, and still connected to Formula 1. This is the dream version of what can happen after F1 Academy, but it is not the only version. Abbi dominated the 2024 F1 Academy season. Her championship earned her a fully funded move into GB3 for 2025. She returned to the championship in 2026, and at Spa-Francorchamps, she started from pole and became the first female driver to win a GB3 race. That was a historic achievement, but it also reveals how long the journey really is, because after dominating F1 Academy, did not jump directly into Formula 3 or anywhere near a Formula 1 seat. She moved on to the next, more demanding rung of the ladder, and then she had to prove herself all over again. F1 Academy gave her momentum, but it could not remove the difficulty of everything that came next. And then there is Maya Weug. The former Ferrari Academy driver finished third in F1 Academy in 2024. 1 year later, she fought Doriane Pin for the championship and finished runner-up, with 3 victories and 9 podium finishes across the season. Those results should have created momentum, but according to a public statement reported on August 10th, Weug said her original 2026 plan collapsed for reasons outside her control, too late for her to secure another full-time seat. She competed in 3 Belcar endurance events and reached the podium on her debut. But her planned appearance at the 24 Hours of Zolder was no longer going ahead. At the time of that statement, she said she had no further races scheduled. That does not prove Maya lacks speed. It proves something much more uncomfortable. Strong results, even with major manufacturer support, do not guarantee that the next opportunity will exist. The wider group of F1 Academy graduates tells the same story. Some have moved into GB3. Some are competing in Eurocup 3 or endurance racing. Others have secured simulator development or testing roles in Formula E. Series is producing opportunities. But those opportunities do not all point toward the same destination, and they do not all provide the same amount of racing. That difference matters, because development requires more than visibility. A driver needs laps. Now the same question hangs over the 2026 grid. Alicia Palmowski leads the championship with 108 points. Emma Felbermeyer is second on 78. Nina Gademan sits third with 50. Palmowski also topped all 4 sessions of the Zandvoort in-season test, making her the clear favourite heading into the next round. But these 17 drivers are fighting for more than a trophy. They are fighting to become the driver that teams, sponsors and manufacturers choose to support next. Winning the championship may open the first door, but their careers could be decided by whether a second door opens behind it. So, is F1 Academy failing its drivers? No. The evidence does not support that conclusion. It has created visibility, professional support, and opportunities that previously did not exist at this scale. But Doriane Pin, Abbi Pulling, and Maya Weug reveal 3 different versions of the same reality. F1 Academy can introduce a driver to the world. It cannot guarantee that the motorsport world will keep giving her a seat. The next great achievement for F1 Academy will not simply be producing another champion. It will be helping more of its best drivers turn that championship exposure into a sustainable racing career. Because for one of the 17 drivers on the 2026 grid, the trophy may be getting closer. But the hardest race could begin after the checkered flag. Who do you believe has the strongest future beyond F1 Academy? Tell us in the comments. This is Gridline, F1 News.